Hi and welcome to this video. This is gonna be a talking video about migraines. Not the best topic, but I'm leaving to the migraine clinic tomorrow and I thought it would be nice to kind of have like the before and after. I have my tea here and I already started packing a little bit. Um, as I'm leaving tomorrow, but I still have some more packing to do. So that's what I want to do in this video, but then mainly talk about my experience with migraines. Oh, my name is Anna. Maybe that's also nice to know. And I'm 22 and I've been struggling with migraines since I've been like 13, 14, so kind of since puberty. And it always comes in waves. Like sometimes I can have a really good month and then I would only have like migraine on 4 to 5 days and also not as bad. And then if it's a bad month, I could have migraines like 4 times a week and also really bad. And I'm not really capable to do much at all. Like, luckily, my migraines come in the evening or afternoon, and so I always kind of have the mornings, even though I do sometimes have migraines. If they come really late in the evening, then they will stay until next day around 12. I kind of have um, certain times that always repeat themselves. I don't know how it is with you. I don't even know if you have migraines, but I thought this would be like nice if someone else is also struggling with migraines. And yeah, I wouldn't wish this on anyone, but if you can relate, it might be helpful to see how other people experience it. And for some more context, I'm going to like a migraine clinic where I'm staying there, and they have, from what I've heard, like I'm new to this as well, but from what I've heard, they have courses on what you can do, like preventive measures, as well as when you have the migraine attack, as well as like therapy, group therapy, and single person therapy. And then they will have like some sport courses and meditation offerings and all these different methods that can help prevent migraines or just get rid of the stress in your life, because stress is a big factor when it comes to migraines. And they also have massages and like red light therapy and different things. I don't know if I'm going to be doing all of these things or what the plan is going to look like for me. I think I will know tomorrow. One thing that I already got is like a box of bars, obviously Snickers, but my favorite oat bars are these from Koro. And then I also have these bars. They're oats and flapjack. And yeah, I'm just gonna like talk about migraines as if you didn't know anything about them, I guess. Or like try to explain a little, because for example, those like, it's from, I had 2 appointments already at the clinic, but it was like I come in, they do a check, they talk about like different medical options and stuff, but they also talk about preventative measures. And one of the things that the doctor said that people with migraines should eat very regular, and also something with carbs. And so this has been like my solution, like eating these bars kind of throughout the day to have more regular meals, because I don't have the time to cook so many times a day, or the hunger to eat like meals 5 times a day with carbs. So this has been really nice. And I think I've actually seen some changes from it, like that it helped. I just have to keep on doing it. Yeah, okay. Let's get into the real packing here, and I will talk about like my experience so far with migraines the past 10 years. We're starting in the bathroom, and this is gonna be, I think, a really quick thing because I don't have that many things. like shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff I still need today. Okay, but what I'm packing is like this face wash, like the lip balm, the products that I'm using right now for my face. I'm not actually really using this one, but I want to try. But I have like a mask that I can put on twice a week. This is the mess that we're gonna work with. I just put everything on my suitcase that I was like, oh yeah, I think I should bring that. I don't know. The good thing is the clinic is like literally only an hour away with the bus. And so my friends are gonna come and visit, so if in case I forget or I need anything else or more, they are able to bring it to me, which is pretty nice. You're now basically in my suitcase, so I'm just gonna put this stuff in while I talk. And this is not really a packing list or anything, you know, this is just so I have something to do while I'm talking. So yeah, my migraines started when I was like 13, as I said. And at first I didn't really have them that often, or I had this thing and it stayed for almost my like entire school time, that I always got migraines on Monday. So almost every single Monday, without a fail, I would get a migraine, and to a point where it would be, I don't know, 1 during the day, and I would go to bed, like from school home and to bed, and I would sleep until the next day at like up to 6, where I had to wake up for school again. So I would miss entire days like that. And sometimes, you know, it got better and then I didn't have that Monday. But then, especially at the end of school, it got worse and was like the period again where I would have it 2 to 3 times a week. I think during school it was mainly the stress, and in the clinic they also talked about that there are certain days that are more common than others, and usually it's Friday or Sunday, I think he said, because that's when the week is over and the stress is kind of coming off. But for me it was always Monday for sure. And even now that I'm in university, it's so funny because when I have lots of classes on Monday, it's Monday again. But this semester, for example, I didn't put anything on Monday. I put everything on Tuesday. So my week where I have to go out and be at uni starts on Tuesday. And I have noticed, because I did the same thing last semester, that then my migraine days would be on Tuesday. So whatever my busiest day at uni was would also be my migraine day. So I could kind of plan around it, but then also if I was more stressed, that's, you know, I think a common experience, I would get more stressed and then I would get more migraines, and then it would stress me even more because when I have the migraines I wasn't able to do anything. And when I turned 18 I started taking a stronger medication for the migraines, which really helped, you know, to know that if I'm in pain, I do have something that can relieve the pain. Before, I didn't really have that, and I was just sitting with the pain, kind of waiting for it to go away or trying to sleep. Which, trying to sleep when you're in that much discomfort and pain is so hard because all you can think about is the pain. Like, it was really hard for me sometimes to even just fall asleep, and I would just like sit there and just wait to sleep because that was the only solution I had for the pain. I'm not really big on medications. I do not like to take them that often because I know that they're not really that good for me or anyone, I guess, if you're taking that much medication. And that's also why I haven't been wanting to take any strong medication on a monthly basis or daily basis. There are options for it, but I think I'm like coming from a more holistic perspective, and I do think that the pain is always telling me something, and that I want to focus on preventing it as much as I can, and then only use something in the moment where I'm in pain and where I don't know what to do and where I do not have the opportunity to rest. Or when I do, then I used to not take painkillers or feel really bad when I took them and waited out the pain, which is very stupid because, especially with the migraine medication, you have to take it as soon as you feel like a little bit of discomfort. Otherwise, it's not going to have the same effect. And when you take it too late, when you're already like in a lot of pain, then it might actually not do anything for you and not help at all. It's kind of strange, but that's just how it goes. And so now when I feel the discomfort coming and I'm like, I don't think I can handle the pain today, then I do take medication right away, which I think is pretty good. Yeah. So basically in school, got it every Monday, then got it a bit more, got it a bit less. It was just like fluctuating. Then I did my year off where I didn't go to school. I was traveling, I was doing work and travel kind of. And there I noticed that I got way less. And so like, yeah, the 3 to 4 times a month, especially around my period, I would still have strong migraines, but that was the only time of month. And I was like, wow, something is changing so that I'm in less pain. And it was a whole different lifestyle because I was working on a ranch or at a stable, so I was outside the whole time, moving the whole day. It was not very crowded, not a lot of people, not a lot of noise, just a lot of time outside. And even though it was working and I had less migraines there, I still knew that I wanted to study and come back to like a more busy world. And the city where I live is not that big, but still, like when you're at university, there's lots of people, lots of noises, smells, all those things. And yeah, so since coming back, the migraines have gotten worse and sometimes better. As I said, it goes through phases, but overall worse. And last year, I have kind of hit rock bottom. That's also when I applied for this stay, kind of, because sometimes I would have migraines 5 out of 7 days a week. And even if they weren't as bad, they're still like, I was still not able to do anything with them or do anything without pain. And the pain itself is already a big problem. Like, obviously not nice to be in pain, but then also the mental load that comes with it. Anything that I wanted to do, I would be like, I really want to do this, but I don't know if I can because I will probably be in pain. This party that like would be nice to go to, I don't think I can because I'm gonna be in pain. Like, it's gonna be overwhelming and I'm gonna have a migraine and not fun. And the medication, just, you feel numb. Like, you can't really, I don't like to go and take medication and then do anything else. And you also shouldn't, because your body needs to rest. Otherwise, you'll get the migraine the next day. At least that's what I have experienced. And so just the constant fear of wanting to do something but being scared that it's not going to be worth it because I'm going to be in pain, or general fear that I am never going to be able to live in a busy environment or work like a 9-to-5 job with this pain that I have. With the exception, I would only be able to do this under lots of medication and with taking all these drugs, and I don't know, that's like a very big fear of mine, and it still is. Like, right now I'm in like a better phase with my migraines because I think I've tried to apply some better routines in my life, but I know that when I don't feel good, like right now, I also don't feel my best, but I still am able to take care of myself. But sometimes I'm not. Like, sometimes I feel so bad mentally that I'm not able to obtain these routines. And once these routines fall away, then the migraines come. And so it's also this fear of like, oh, if I'm not feeling well, then I will also be in pain. And if I don't have any help, it will be very hard to get out of the cycle, because when I'm in pain, I also can't take care of myself. But when I'm also not mentally well, I'm getting this pain. And it's like, I had this like for a month this year, or maybe even 2, where I'm not feeling well, and then I have more pain, so I'm feeling like even more unwell than before. But I'm also not capable of changing anything about it, because most of my days, like mornings, I would still try to do uni and work, and the horse that I am taking care of, like do the chores, even if I like them, even if they were nice, like those were my priorities. And then I wouldn't have time for myself. I would come home and I would get a migraine, and I would lay in bed all day and sleep. And so cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, all those things I was really like behind on. And I'm very grateful that I had and still have such a good support system, because otherwise I wouldn't have known what to do. But yeah, I always feel like a burden where other people like have to take care of me, or there's times where I can't do anything and I'm only able to get out of them with the help of someone else, or some people, which I think is fine. But I'm like afraid that at some point there's not going to be anyone there and I have to do it on my own. I do not think that it's going to be the case, but maybe it will. Like if I'm traveling and I'm somewhere on another side of the world and people don't understand what migraines mean or how they can help me, and I don't have the capacity to maybe explain everything in detail. Like I try when I go to a place to say first, I get migraines. I might not be able to work on one day, but I can do more on the other, like I also said it at work. But another thing, when I had the first conversation at the migraine clinic at my first appointment, he was asking me how the migraines are affecting my days. And I told him I already put my days so that the migraines won't affect them. Like uni, I have mostly in the morning. I don't have any classes past 4 because I know that I get the migraines in the evenings. Work as well, like I looked for a job that I don't have to do in the evenings, don't have to do late hours. So my job ends at 6, and usually I can be fine with the pain until then. And yeah, my hobbies, I want to do a lot of hobbies. I want to do a lot of things, but I'm like switching them up. And riding is really nice because it's outside, and so I love it, because I love horses and riding and all that. But I also know that it's helping me because I'm outside and I'm moving, and it's also for the migraine, because like workouts in general, especially ones that are about endurance, are really good for preventative measures. So taking my bike to the horse and then riding and driving back, I know that's really good. As well as like meeting friends, I try to do it, either in very like chill settings, very like, I don't know, cozy at home, like especially in the evenings, we just like lay on bed, watch a TV show and yap and talk and whatever. I don't really go out that much, only if I really have the energy to. I avoid crowds, I avoid like the main city as much as I can. I don't go places that are that busy, and if I've kind of worked my life around it, but I would love to have the opportunity to not do that, or do more of what I like, and kind of be free of the limitations, even though it's also a gift, kind of, because it's like a different way that the brain works and can work faster sometimes. And obviously like you take in a lot more informations, and that's also why you get the migraines, can also be a good thing. So kind of accepting that and being worried, and it's a mix. I wish I didn't have this, and I feel like so many people have migraines and that it's not really talked about. Like if I'm telling someone, oh, I'm going to this clinic for my migraines, I have had so many conversations recently over the past few months with people that were like, oh, I also have really bad migraines. I used to have really bad migraines. There are so many people that are struggling with it. I don't think it's talked about enough, and I wish there was more of an open conversation about it. And I also think that lots of people that don't have migraines and they don't want to work, they just say, oh, I have a migraine, like I can't come to work today. And in my head it's kind of like an excuse, like it's become an excuse for people that you don't really have anything to prove that you have a migraine, you know, because I kind of feel like other people think that it's an excuse. I have felt that way for a long time, where I'm just like, oh, I'm just saying I have a migraine, but it's not actually that bad, and it shouldn't be that bad, and I can still do this and that, and people don't understand what it means to be in so much pain, or that it is so much pain. But once you've had a migraine, like once you experienced a bad migraine, you'll be like, okay, you know, I know that it's bad. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But basically, kind of, that's my like story with migraines, what I think about migraines, all those stuff. And then like looking forward for the clinic, I really hope that I'm going to be learning a lot of tools and learning a lot of self-regulating relaxation methods, kind of meeting people, talking about the migraines with other people, like relating, resonating, just having open conversations. And I'm very curious what we're going to do there and what the plan looks like, because they do have some things that you can read beforehand, but lots of it I don't really know what's going to happen. So I'm a bit nervous because it's going to be so new and different, but also very excited to take this step as like a really, really big step for self-care as well, and taking care of this chronic illness. Like it feels wrong to say, because if I compare it to other like chronic illnesses, then I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. But also I know how, like I wouldn't wish this on anyone, and there's so much pain. But obviously there's always worse things, I guess. But still, like just seeing it as it is a chronic illness, and it is serious, and taking it serious and taking myself serious and my pain serious is a very big step for me. And I'm also very proud of myself that I am on this journey now. And hopefully when I come back, I can make a video unpacking my suitcase. You didn't really see that much of me packing. I just have this as my side quest. But basically I'm very excited for it, and I want to do a video afterwards so you can kind of see maybe how my mindset shifted, or I can talk about what I learned and if I would recommend it and all those things. So see you soon. I am hopefully gonna upload a couple videos while I'm there and edit a couple videos while I'm there, because I pre-filmed some stuff that I just have to edit now. And so when you see this video, I am already there. Yeah, and that's all. I hope you have a good day, and I hope that in case you have migraines, that you are getting help for it, and that you're taking yourself serious and the pain serious. And yeah, see you in my next video.